A landmark opioid-related trial got underway today in Norman, Oklahoma. It pits Johnson & Johnson against Oklahoma prosecutors, and it's only one of about 2,000 lawsuits brought by states and local municipalities against drug companies over their alleged role in the opioid crisis. Meg Tirrell has more.
Johnson & Johnson is the sole remaining defendant in a trial in Oklahoma, claiming that drug companies helped fuel the state's opioid epidemic. Two other drug companies, Teva and Purdue Pharma, settled for millions of dollars, Teva just over the weekend. It's the first of a slew of opioids cases expected to play out over the next couple years. They paint the drug industry, according to analyst Ronnie Gal, as responsible for the devastation of opioid overdose.
There will be a lot of testimony being presented by families that were ruined or lives that have been destroyed, and those will be tied to whoever company is on the other side of this.
It's also a very public trial, with cameras allowed in the courtroom.
The evidence will be very clear that Johnson & Johnson knew this truth before they ever started marketing their drugs here in the state of Oklahoma. If you oversupply, people will die.
Johnson & Johnson disputes the claims, saying its, quote, actions in the marketing and promotion of these important prescription pain medications were appropriate and responsible. And Teva said its settlement, quote, does not establish any wrongdoing, and that it has not contributed to the abuse of opioids in Oklahoma in any way. Some analysts, though, see parallels to tobacco litigation from 2 decades ago and say settlements, fines, and other penalties could add up quickly.
Teva just settled for $85 million with Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma is 1.1% of the U.S. population. So if you gross it up to the entire U.S. population, Teva have just agreed to pay, if we take that number, about $7.1 billion in damage if you take all 50 states.
That's just one company's potential liability, according to Bernstein's Ronnie Gal. Together, he says, the industry could be facing paying tens of billions of dollars. But drug companies plan to vigorously fight the claims. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Meg Tirrell.